Welcome to Your New Port Richey. I'm Casey Guadetti, and this is Your New Port Richey. My guests today are Carl Serpe from the Leaning Tower of Pizza, Lori Felber from the Atria Senior Living Group, and Mario Iezzoni from the City of New Port Richey Economic Development Department. It's a fabulous show. Let's turn it right over to Mario. Hey, Mario, what does an Economic Development Director do?
Well, thank you very much, Casey. That's a really great question. Basically what we do is administer the economic development programs that the city has decided that is necessary for its growth.
Okay.
One of the most important things is improving the tax base and the quality of life and experience for the people in the community. So we have what's called the Community Redevelopment Plan, and my role basically is to implement the mandates that are kind of spread in that plan. But the second part is the part I like the most, which is working with the small business owners and individual businesses in town. I mean, I think most people should know that I have an open door policy. To me, it's really important that if you've got an issue as a small business owner and I'm in my office, you just walk right in. Because I think that's perhaps one of the most effective ways of addressing what their concerns are.
Well, that's fantastic. I know people also that are young entrepreneurs that are looking to open a business in New Port Richey. Send them right into you, and your door is open.
Well, yeah, I mean, a lot of them. I was in that same role a long time ago when I tried buying my own business. I knew my business really well. I can market, sell. I can be like Carl, make really great food. But I knew nothing about, the backside of banking, financial statements, different things like that. And so, I actually went out and became a CPA as a result of it because I didn't know what the bankers were saying. And I think the greatest value is that a lot of small business owners don't realize that if you're coming to New Port Richey, you're working with a building owner and leasehold improvements, and the location is just so important in terms of driving the success of your business. So a lot of times a small business owner will look at the rent rate as an impediment. And I have to say, do you understand the difference between a $10 per square foot versus a $13 per square foot is 3 more customers per day? It's easier to get 3 more customers to rent a location that has a higher traffic count. So a lot of what I do is provide these people some very basic business experience that I've seen over the years.
That's amazing. I didn't realize that the city actually offered that kind of help to people that are looking for businesses.
Well, I spent 12 years at the University of South Florida. I taught entrepreneurship there. And we worked, we had an economic development program where we covered 10 counties. And my role, we'll just go back. I ran my production port when I left. I met over 3,000 small business owners in those 12 years.
Wow.
So you see an awful lot of some of the issues and challenges that they face. And so, that's, to me, I think the most fun part of an economic development director's job is working with these individuals that have a vision, that are looking out into the future. And I think that's perhaps, just to back that up, I think that people just love this city and they see the dynamic. I mean, you can open up a business, get the store open, then you can go fishing, okay? And you don't have to pay for the parking. Or you can go over to the rec center and, when I was in Tampa, I had to pay for parking to go to the YMCA. And so, I don't think people realize that there's a community of business owners that are really fun to interface with, like Lori and Carl. And, a lot of people see that.
And I think in addition, the chamber here, West Pasco Chamber, does a lot to promote small business. I know that coming up in January is the Business Development Week. And our focus, I'm on the board for the chamber, but our focus is really those small business people who need that additional support and the opportunity to get the word out. And the chamber is a great way to do that.
When we worked at university, we had to cover 10 counties, and West Pasco was an area we didn't cover. And I'd asked my director, well, why don't I do that? She said the chamber is just so strong up here, that they provide a lot of the business development services. And when I came here and met Chip and the different board members and Paul, they are really great, and they do a terrific job, not only at the business development side, but a lot of the underground stuff with helping a lot of nonprofits.
Yes.
I don't think people realize the depth of interaction the chamber has, but they have 824 members so far.
Yes, 824 currently.
But also, it's not just working with, it's partnerships that they form with a lot of the nonprofits. And I don't think that a lot of the nonprofits in the area would actually be as functioning as well as they are without the support and interaction that they get with the chamber members and the chamber
I don't think people
itself.
realize that nonprofits are economic drivers also.
Yes.
And now you hear Carl and his assistants with the students in town, but
Right.
they're also big employers. And they have to raise money to provide the services that they provide. And, you know, there is just a layer of community assistance that occurs in the city that, you know, though I look on the commercial side and generation of tax dollars, you know, creating a wage for somebody in a nonprofit is just as important because then they go buy your cannoli.
Or two.
Too. All right. And so you know, there's a very rich dynamic that occurs here, and economic development just isn't on that commercial side. But you know, Lori makes a really great point. The chamber, we're just always. I think we're all on cell phones. You know, I get a call. I got this business owner. They bought a lot. There's these issues, and I'm on the phone with the business owner. I think that's how community works. Is people get on the phone, they talk, and they try to help them out, and move them along.
But if I can interject,
Yes.
I've been in the town for 40 plus years over here, and I've seen it grow from nothing all the ways to what it is now. And I got to commend you on what you're doing, really. You're doing a great job. You got a great personality, and you got a good education, and I applaud you for being so...
Thank you very much. My satisfaction comes in just where we're at right now. This was an old church hall, and the building that the city bought for years. But that's very nice of you to say that. But my reward comes, like a lot of what you see, with the individual that you helped and mentored that went on
Right.
to do very well, and that's it's like a teacher. That's the satisfaction.
Yes, it is.
Absolutely.
But I applaud you for what
you
you're
so
doing,
much.
and the city.
Absolutely, you are a great asset to the city.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Very nice of you.
See?
Yes.
All right, listen, on that note, we're going to take a quick break. We will be right back.
Hey, it's Andrew with School Choice Week, and I want to invite you to participate in a really cool event. It's called Celebrate Youth, taking place January 27th from 10 to 2. That's January 27th from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. at Pasco County Safety Town. It's a community-based School Choice Week event, and you can meet with folks from all across the community and have a lot of fun. So January 27th, 10 to 2, Pasco County Safety Town. Hope you can attend.
Welcome back. I'm going to be chatting now with Lori Felber, who happens to be the president of the Community Service Council. She is on the board of the West Pasco Chamber of Commerce, and she is the president of the, Pasco Aging Network. So, besides her regular job. But today Lori is going to be talking to us about the Community Service Council. Lori, what is the CSC?
Community Service Council is an organization that was brought together about 22 years ago by folks in the area who just wanted to be able to provide some services, community service, out to the community. And it has grown into an organization, a 501c3. We do a lot of different programs. We do a senior spruce up. We support someone to participate in the honor flight every year.
All right.
Absolutely. We do a Thanksgiving program, which is actually coming up.
That's what we wanted to talk about a
Okay.
little bit more, because that's kind of an extraordinary thing that your organization does for people within the community. So
Absolutely.
let's have some details on that.
Okay. This started several years ago as a small event to help feed families in the community, and it has grown to where we have brought and delivered over 1,000 meals to families in the community. How it works is different organizations like Atria, the Cottages, Jennifer Gardens, Sunshine Christian, We provide the meals, and in this case, what we're doing is we get the input from area schools, DCF, case managers on families that are in need, and we take all that information. For example, there might be the Smith family that has 8 individuals that live in Port Richey. So all those names go on a list. Those names are divided up by region, and then we have 3 people on our committee. It's Sarah Singh, it is Jody Armstrong, Becky Bennett, and actually Tina Shelton that help coordinate the delivery. We have volunteers that on Thanksgiving morning go out to these locations, pick up the boxes filled with the meals for the families and deliver them to their homes.
And that is the most rewarding thing anyone can do on Thanksgiving, because I've actually done that. My husband and I have loaded up the car, and we've gone and we have delivered these meals, and I've gotten teary so many times with people that are coming out of their houses and they're giving you hugs and thank yous because they wouldn't have had Thanksgiving without that. And it really does truly bring home the meaning of Thanksgiving.
Of Thanksgiving,
Yeah.
absolutely.
1,000 meals?
Yes.
Okay. And they're prepared at these.
They're prepared meals. So for example, at Atria, our chefs, while preparing the Thanksgiving buffet for our residents and family members, they're taking and they're boxing in the clamshell boxes, turkey, stuffing, sweet potatoes, green bean casserole, a dinner roll, a slice of pumpkin pie. We package that up, and it goes in a big box with that family member's name on. We will have probably 10 different volunteers come. They are sorted again by region. So for example, I'll probably have 6 family member boxes. I'll pick those up, I'll take them to the family members, and it's done generally by 11:30 in the morning.
Yeah.
Is that Port Richey and New Port Richey?
It's Holiday,
Wow.
New Port Richey, and Hudson.
I thought it was just New Port Richey.
No.
Okay.
No, it's
It's
whole West Pasco.
absolutely amazing.
It is.
How does one find out information about the Community Service Council? Can anyone join the Community Service Council?
Absolutely. We meet once a month at typically Spartan Manor, the second Thursday of the month for lunch.
Cover your ears, Carl.
Well, it works. And anyone can join. It's $40 a year to join. You have to pay for your lunch monthly, but we always have an educational program every month. And it's a great opportunity to network and meet folks outside of other networking groups. For example, there are some networking groups like Pasco AG Network. Those are specifically health focused and senior
Right.
services focused. Community Service Council is across the board. Anyone can join, and when they join, they just add to our opportunity to provide services.
You know, that's a great example of when we talked about the chamber before and interaction. And, you know, it's kind of funny because I've been looking at the healthcare market, healthcare services market, as part of where we can go with New Port Richey from an economic development perspective. I gotta tell you, Atria keeps showing up on the map all the time. It's like, okay, and okay, you know, what level of care, you know, a lot of our population is service workers, and you know, a lot of them are in healthcare, whether it's CNAs. I mean, we were just at Kaiser University today, an advisory committee, and you know, they had kind of moved into that location. There's just so much going here, but you know, I've been researching assisted living facilities and memory care centers quite a bit recently, and your organization keeps coming up on radar. So, you know, Casey has asked us the question, well, you know, what's the relationship with Lori and I? And the relationship with us is the fact that New Port Richey is a downtown to a lot of businesses.
Yes.
Not just, and you're coming here this weekend, aren't you?
Absolutely. We're bringing 2 bus loads of residents to Sims Park this Friday for a picnic.
Oh,
Yes,
nice.
Sims Park,
That's
my
great.
favorite
Yeah.
place in the whole world. All right, listen, you guys, hold on just a second. We're going to take a quick break. After we come back, we've got some real tasty treats, so don't go away.
Hey, it's Andrew with School Choice Week, and I want to invite you to participate in a really cool event. It's called Celebrate Youth, taking place January 27th from 10 to 2. That's January 27th from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. at Pasco County Safety Town. It's a community-based school choice week event, and you can meet with folks from all across the community and have a lot of fun. So January 27th, 10 to 2, Pasco County Safety Town. Hope you can attend.
Welcome back. We are here with Carl Serpe, as you know, from the Leaning Tower of Pizza, and I have been waiting for this segment to arrive because we've been sitting here with some nice treats while you guys have been away for a moment. Carl, talk to us. What did you bring us today?
You got baked ziti and chicken parmesan.
Baked ziti. Okay, help yourself, you guys. You really.
All right.
Wow.
I've been waiting.
Oh, this baked ziti is delicious. Now, Carl, how long, just as you're taking a bite, I'm going to ask you.
That's okay.
Your restaurant is kind of a fixture in New Port Richey, and I know you've been here for quite a while, but is it true you are like the oldest restaurant in Pasco County?
Yes, it's over 40 years. I'm going on my 41st year.
41 years, absolutely amazing. So what's your specialty?
Well, just about anything Italian. And we got from fish fries to desserts to, and then soups and then specials every day. We even started doing Greek food, gyros, gyros, how you want to say them.
Fantastic.
And, we try to blend.
This chicken is amazing.
Well, thank you.
Chicken Parmesan.
Chicken parmesan.
Is it available all the time?
7 days a week, yes.
7 days a week, 365 days a year, and you've been doing this since 1977.
70, really under 76 I started, and then that was my anniversary year. And it's really 77 is the completion of 40 years, you know.
Absolutely.
So I'm going in my
fantastic.
41st year.
Now, I've heard from a number of people that you have one special dish. You guys were mentioning it during the break.
It's the cannoli.
Oh, okay.
Cannoli. Every time I
Love
hear
that.
Leaning Tower of Pizza, I'm hearing cannoli, cannoli.
Well, yeah, I mean, anytime, you know, a lot of times we entertain a lot of people that are interested in New Port Richey, so we bring a lot of business people in town. They're either from Chicago or New York, and growing up in an Italian family, though when I look at it, we're always particular about our cannoli. And so I take them to Leaning Tower. I brought the Hacienda architects to Leaning Tower, and they just gobbled the cannoli down. And it is, you know, we're just so critical. I mean, it's so creamy, so rich. And
Thank
now,
you.
anytime any of my family members go to Leaning Tower, we have to order the cannoli to go.
Well, I should have brought them today. Maybe I'll bring them back after.
That's it. We'll have you back again another time just so that we can have some cannoli.
I'll bring
we'll
some
have you guys back
cappuccino
too.
and some
Oh, yeah. Cappuccino and cannoli.
cannolis where you can't go wrong.
I have to tell you, Carl, I grew up in Milwaukee, and our favorite Italian restaurant was Di Marini's. They had the best pizza. And when you grow up with a family specialty like that, finding that again is difficult. You guys do it.
Well, thank you.
You have the best pizza in town. Absolutely.
I appreciate
Well, you know,
that.
one of my, I'll tell you what, though, I was sitting there one day talking, you know, Leaning Town's a great place to be able to bring people sit down because you always know somebody else from the city because he's been around for so long. They're, you know, it's like a community place, and so you're always seeing somebody that you know. And I was sitting there talking to somebody else from the city, and he brought out the artichoke. You know that because they order it all the time.
Yeah.
And so sometimes, you know, you've eaten too much, and you know, so I always order the artichoke salad, which is like my best. In fact, your waitresses know that, and
Yeah.
to me, that's the dish I like second to the cannoli.
Okay. The other thing that I've heard about your restaurant is that if you remember the program Cheers, where everybody
Right.
came there all the time,
Yeah.
everybody knew your name. That Leaning Tower is really the Cheers of restaurants. That you have people that are there every week.
Yeah, yeah. We've got people that come in. I was talking about that. People that have brought their grandchildren in, now they're bringing their children in. It's like 4 generations I'm going through. My problem is, I see so many people, I don't remember the names. I remember faces, but I keep forgetting, you know, who's who, you know, and then I talk to everybody, and my son tells me, he says, Dad, what do you find to talk about? That's all you do is talk. You know, he says, how can you do this every day? Talk to people. So I have no idea. It just.
But you are so personable, and you make everyone feel so at home.
Well, thank
That's
you.
what it's really wonderful. The other thing I know, and I don't know if a lot of people know, you are very involved in the community. So you give back a lot to the New Port Richey community.
Well, thank you for saying that. I don't like to say it. But,
I know you don't like to,
No.
but people should know everything that you do. You are supporting of the nonprofit organizations. You support the school. Don't you mentor at the
Yes.
schools?
Yeah, yes, I do. I did that for a couple of years. We started a dogs program. It's called Dads of Great Students. And Pasco County Gulf Middle School was the first school in the state of Florida to implement that thing, and we did great. We really did. You know, kids don't have a family. They don't have homes. Some are living in cars, and it's pitiful that, you know, and you try to help them and set them on like a track. And I was talking about it. Some of the kids came over after the first year that summer and came in to the restaurant, and I brought them in. It was on a Friday night. We were busy, but I sat them down, you know, and I talked to them. And they were all failing students that all going to get expelled and everything. But they actually made a turnaround. There was a group of about 10 of them, and I meant it to about 4. They all told me they were passing, not A's and B's, but they were passing. They're out of trouble, and they're doing pretty good.
That is
So
fantastic.
That's the greatest thing you can do, is get the kids to. You know,
Congratulations. We need more people like you, and everybody should know about what you do. I think
well, it's
that's
hard to get
really
people,
important.
though. People say, yeah, I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it. And they come once, and then I don't know what happens. I really don't understand it. If you're going to do it, you got to want to do it.
You really have to,
Yeah.
to put yourself out there for those
But
kids.
if you see one kid at the end of the year that you helped in any little way, it's all worth the 20, 30 hours a week
Yeah.
you're putting in the school. It is.
Absolutely, absolutely. Hey, Carl, you brought us great food today.
Well, thank you.
I thank you for being here. Lori, thank you for telling us all about the Community Service Council. Mario, we loved hearing about economic development. I'm going to turn away for just a sec because I want to talk a little bit about what's happening this weekend in Sims Park. We've got a couple of great things that are happening. Number one, we have the it's called Pasco Upcycle, and it's not recycling, it's turning things into something that's even better. There's over 90 vendors from 10 until 4. Don't miss out. It's a free event. After that, we have a free movie starting at 7. Prior to the movie, we have a cardboard boxcar contest that is just the cutest thing in the world. The kids have made boxcars. They're going to sit in their boxcars to watch the movie. We're going to have prizes for that. Captain Underpants is the movie. I'll see you all in Sims Park or downtown. Until next week.